Good morning to another show on Gigi's Talk. Today we have an international guest. We all have changed careers somewhere down the line, or might be planning to change a career. So, when you are planning to change a career, there's so much involved from emotional to finance to everything involved. There's a total shift when you do a career change. We have a specialist who is an expert in career transition. Let's welcome Diana from Romania. Welcome, Diana, to the show.
Hello, Geetha. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. I have a lot of experience and I enjoy growth, growing a business, being an entrepreneur, growing a team in a corporation and in my own company, growing children. I'm a mother. My daughter is now adult. She has a daughter, so I'm a grandmother. I loved seeing her growing and being together and growing other adults around by being a career coach and a business mentor. So this is my passion to support growth.
So, Diana, you were in the furniture industry and you shifted your career from furnitures to being a teacher. Totally different areas, right? So, how was your transition when you did it?
Right. It looks totally different. When we say furniture, it's about creating physical environment for workspaces. When you create an environment, you have to think about people, what makes them comfortable, what can make their life easier and more productive. The main reason to change career was to be more involved in the community where I live, because I became a teacher in the little city where I live near the capital of Romania, and be a few hours per day together with children, later in connection with their families, and support their growth. I see it as a very nice process, intense growth on both parts, my part and their part.
So, Diana, when you shifted from one career to another, one was a well established one as an entrepreneur that you had set up and been doing it for years together. And when you shifted there, that to teaching, was it gradual or was it a sudden, abrupt change that you decided on?
It was gradual during almost a year, from January to September. So 9 months, almost like baby. Now when I look back, it looks sudden, but it was gradual. It prepared me every month, every process prepared me. And of course, the transition continue during the next year, from September to June, during the school year.
So, Diana, when you say that the transition was gradual, do you really support that anyone deciding on a transition for career should go about it in a natural, slow process so that you are not totally leaving the first that you already have in hand, but you are learning the skills and accomplishing things slowly with the new one, and then gradual shift happens? Do you advocate for that, or would you like to say that it would be better if they would like to shift one to the other all of a sudden?
Definitely gradual. This is my strong recommendation, because it's a holistic process. Is it not only your mind, it's your soul, it's your body who needs to adjust to the new work, to the new environment, to the new people whom you interact.
So you're saying that the process should be gradual, but at the same time, we should work out on the support system that we have around us. Tell us something about how to build that support system during the transition.
Right. First of all, financial is important. Without financial support, the transition is even tougher. So financial savings are essential. And personal support system, I mean, family, friends, and other professionals around you, which know you very well, which trust you very well, and understand your motivation for this transition. You don't need doubtful people who say, oh, at this age, 50 years old, you want to change careers. Yeah, why not? Why not? Change is good for growth and for personal fulfillment. Ideally, people who have done that they change. Because I met people who have done that change. They were very happy. They were even asking, why haven't I done it before? Why should I waited this many years? Because I'm so happy in the new job, in the new career.
So what you advise is, Diana, that beside the gradual process, the support system you need to build up, check on your financials, check on the support system, your family, friends who are there, say no to the naysayers, but at the same time, watch out for people who are there to support you all throughout your way. When we say financial support, Diana, how much money should you have in your account while you are transitioning your career?
Ideally, 1 year of revenues from your past job, if the new job pay less. So ideally, in one year of saving could support the difference in earnings. So you could have the same comfort, the same lifestyle, and then you could focus on the professional side. Do not worry if I can pay the rent, if I can pay transport, if I can pay my learning and development, if I can pay going to a concert or going to a theater to nourish your spiritual and cultural needs. So ideally, 1 year of savings.
So, Diana, when you transitioned from the furniture industry to a teaching industry, have you ever faced a phase where you might have felt like a burnout, or you thought that no, I shouldn't have come this way? Does that happen to people who change career or there is a transition in their careers?
Burnout, definitely, yes. After 3 years, I felt physically drained and also mentally exhausted. It was the pandemic, so everything changed. We need to do most of the things online. So I was online maybe like 8 hours, 9 hours per day, which was exhausting. If I had doubts about succeeding it or wanted to quit, no, not a moment. I haven't had that thought. Even when I was in burnout, I didn't feel it was the time to quit. My motivation was so strong to be there for the children and for the families that even in pandemics, when the school closed, I searched for an English teacher to do online, to volunteer, to be a volunteer, to do online English with my students to attract them online to learning. And I also organized fundraising among my friends and other people on Facebook, on social media, whom I never met. And we receive tablets and one laptop for the children to go online. So quitting was not an option. Never crossed.
So burnouts can happen, but at the same time, your motivation has to be so strong that you stay on track. Is it because burnout is happening because when you're in the transition stage, you need to constantly prove yourself, and the constant demand of your being there, present, and showing your best is always there? Does the burnout happen because of that? Or is it because you push yourself too much?
In my personal case, I think I pushed myself too much because I was so motivated. So I pushed myself to be at the highest. At the same time, now when I reflect, I realized I needed more support, more personal support, and more attention to my body request. I should have done more sports, I should have gone in nature walks to relax and recharge. Take a more balanced approach.
So people who want to go into transition, please take care that you have taken proper pause in between, recharge yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and then keep going forward, because every new journey takes a new tax on your body. So what else would you add, Diana? What else should be taken care of when you are doing the transition period?
Again, about yourself, you should not forget yourself, who you are, irrespective of the role you're doing, your professional role. So if you are a joyful person, bring that to the new role. Or if you are a very meticulous person, also, I think this could be an asset to the new role.
So you're saying that be you wherever you are, there are certain qualities to you Please bring that on the table wherever you go. So when we say about skills, Diana, there are certain skills, like as you said, somebody is a meticulous planner, somebody is very disciplined, somebody is very timekeeping. So these qualities are like the essence of a person. Beside those skills, do we need to redo our skills, reskill ourselves, or upskill ourselves while doing the transition?
Yeah, that is essential also, because if you cannot learn new skills for the new career, then you cannot arrive at the new career. You definitely need to reskill.
Mhm.
And if it's a very technical role, even upskill. For example, being an online teacher require me to go and search about the Zoom and learn all the settings and all the facility of online platforms, and not only Zoom, but Google, but Microsoft. So those are new skills. And seeing the direction that the world takes, I think they are upskills. You cannot live without them. Also, reskill. I need to learn planning the lessons, class management. Um, Even the admin stuff was was a reskill, because you have different set of papers to fill. Like in any job, you need papers to fill admin work. This was a different type. So yes, reskilling is necessary, and you need to do it efficient.
So we discussed that the shift or the transition has to be gradual. You need to work on your support system, you need to work on your finances, and you need to work on your skills. But Diana, when we are in the transition period, there's so much of thinking going in our head and so much of new things coming into our life. Not everyone will be agreeing with us, and there is definitely going to be an emotional turmoil, whether I did the right thing, am I in the right direction, am I moving in the same path that I have decided to. How do you overcome that, and what would be your advice as an expert who is undergoing transition, having an emotional issue or breakdowns like this happening?
I think if you know people who have done this before, and if you can reach them and talk to them, listen to their life experience, listen to their learnings, this would be best. But if you don't have that, and if you have friends who love you, take care about you, and are able to listen, that would be wonderful. At the same time, psychologists are professional listeners. So if we afford, and if we have the time and the wisdom to book an appointment with a psychologist, and just listen to their perspective, or share your concern and share your pains. It is also very healthy. And I also spoke to the school psychologist, who was wonderful. She listened to me. She gave me a perspective. Look at this side. Look at this side. I got real help.
So while transitioning, if you have emotional issues, you think you are burnt out or you have personal burst outs of emotions, it would be recommended that you visit a proper person, or you have someone who is very handy and someone who is very supportive by your side. When I did my transition from a tech part to teaching, what I did was I started with small assignments first to check whether I was doing the right thing with myself, and then I completely shifted from one to another. In your aspect, as being an expert in this field, would you like people to do small projects first to check themselves out on whether they are on the right track, whether they will appreciate and be happy doing that transition, or would you ask them to go for the long term all of a sudden?
Depends on the person, depends on the new career. But if it's possible to start with a small project, it's better for both parts. The person changing and the organization receiving the new person. The transition will be smoother for both parts. So yeah, start with a project, 2, 3 different projects, and if all goes well, then you can jump in the new
Okay.
career.
We also know that we have to quit from the older job and get into the new one. How do we go about with the quitting part?
Nicely, smoothly, politely, carefully, thoughtfully, because human connections are the most important. It's more than a job.
Something that comes to my mind is there while will be people around us very near to us who won't stand the ground when we are in the transitioning period, and not every decision of ours will be appreciated the way we want it to be. So in that case, what is your suggestion to how to get them on the same page?
Again, try your best. Explain. Not once, many times,
Mhm.
with many words, with patience. I even wrote an email to my husband after so many discussions and uh, verbal explanations. I felt I need to write him an
Mhm.
email to explain. Uh, but the moment he understood was when he entered my class one morning. I had a heavy luggage. I was bringing some materials for the children, so he entered first with the luggage, left it on the floor. In the meantime, children came to hug me, and when my husband saw that moment with me and the children hugging, his eyes were almost in tears, and he told me, now I understand. Now I understand why you're doing what you're doing here. So from that moment, he began to be on my side. He was fully on my side.
So your why has to be very clear. If your why is very clear to you, then it will definitely reflect in the work you do, and it will get across to the people who are not on the page with you. So
Sure.
coming to that, have you ever faced burnout and how did you recover from it?
I faced burnout during the first year
Mhm.
of this transition. At the end of the school year, it was the last week of the school year. I remember it was the 10th of June. And that morning, I couldn't get out of the bed. I felt so tired. My body wouldn't listen. So I told my husband, I can't go. I can't get out of the bed. I can't go to school. And he said, okay, let me help you. Let me cook you breakfast. Let me make your coffee. Stay a little bit in bed. So I called the school. I called the bodyguard and I told her I'll be late 20 minutes, half an hour. Please take care of the children. I'm coming, but I need a bit more time. So that for me was the first alarm signal that I'm not well, that I'm exhausted.
Mhm.
Luckily, there was 4 more days and 1 week more of admin work, but the time with children was almost done. So then I had more flexibility in time. But for me, that was the signal that I'm exhausted, burnout. I need to do something for myself.
Mhm.
So body speaks first. Your body will speak first, will warn you, and then you have to act very fast. Do
Mhm.
not ignore the body's. That was for me the lesson. Do not
Okay.
ignore the body
Mhm.
signals.
So, Diana, when we transition from one job to another, most often we are too engrossed in it. Probably that was what happened to you as well, and you got into the burnout mode. So, when you say when we about transition, success means different to different people. So, how do you think and calibrate that you are on the track that you had intended to be? You are on the right track, and how do you know that you will be successful in it? How do you calibrate, or how do you check whether it is in the same way that you are presuming it to be?
So many strong questions and so interesting and so good to ask yourself. Um, you need to have a goal. What do I want from this? How do I know if I'm successful? If I'm happy, if I'm healthy, if people around me are okay, if people I work are okay. You need to quantify all this from the beginning, ideally, so you can check every period, every time you set for yourself, like every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, go check on yourself. Look at your objective. Am I here? Am I near? Am I far away? How do I position myself comparing to the objective, to the goal, the main goal? um, Journaling helps. If you write in your journal, or just make computer notes, reminders, any system that helps you um, will keep you on track, and prevent you from being burnout, from getting into burnout. So any structured way of reflecting upon yourself, upon your experience, it's good. It keeps you out of the burnout.
Okay. So you're saying that systems never fail. So have a system in place when you are going
Yes.
into transition. Have a system
Yes.
in place. Keep check on yourself at regular intervals that you are on the right path at the right moment and you are in the right direction. So when we say that, how did you know that you wanted to be in teaching and that is the right path for you?
First, seeing children,
Mm-hmm.
seeing that they came happy in the morning, and their parents told me, "Oh, my child is very eager to come to school in the morning." That for me was a sign that I'm doing the right thing. And also me in the morning, I checked myself every morning, and I was so eager to go to school to see the children. So for me, these two signs were checking points,
Okay.
except at the end of the school year when I was so exhausted. But
Mm-hmm.
every morning, every week, I was excited to go to school.
Okay.
So that for me was the best sign.
You were an entrepreneur doing very well in your furniture industry and you shifted to teaching. When did you get that notion that teaching is meant for you?
I don't know. You mean when I made the decision?
Mm-hmm.
When I made the decision, it was very sudden. I was in a meeting in a radio station. I remember very well. We were in the reception area, and there was a coffee table. There was a little girl drawing something, and on that table, it was a brochure with an organization recruiting teachers from outside the teaching
Mm-hmm.
profession. And when I went through this brochure, I said, "This is it. This is what I have to do. I have to become a teacher." I made my decision that second when I look at the brochure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, call it intuition, call it surrender to the universe, but I just felt this is the right way to do.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So your decision came early and it was sudden.
it was
Did you
sudden.
have any intuition or feelings that you are in the right direction?
Yes, on the way to the testing center for
Mm-hmm.
the teaching profession, I put the address on the GPS, and on the way, I saw the name of a street. It was called Trușești. It was the name of my grandmother's village, where
Mm-hmm.
she was a teacher for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized I'm on the right path. This is a sign from the universe that going to the teaching profession, it is
Mm-hmm.
the right thing to do at that moment. I followed that sign, and I don't regret. I took it.
So you had a gut feeling, you followed it, and you had ample signs from the universe saying you are on the right track, and you just went forward with it. Wow.
Yes, and the transition went very smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
I met wonderful people who guide me very well. During the first year, I had a personal mentor, a teacher herself, wonderful being. She supported me. She appreciated my strong points. She said, these are your strong points. Be aware of them. Use them. These are the things that you need to work on. You just need to work on those. But you have what it takes. Go, girl. So having people around me who trusted me and encouraged me, but first of all trusted, it was also a good sign that I didn't struggle.
So, anyone who is in the transition period and looking out for help, it would be better to have a mentor to guide you so that your journey is smooth and you need not face hurdles which they can already give you a ready made answer to. Need not reinvent.
Hurdles are coming anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot avoid hurdles, but having a system and having someone who trusts you and supports you, it's supporting, it's helping you come across the hurdles in a better shape.
Mhm.
Helps you.
Okay. So, coming to the end of this podcast, Diana, I would like you to give some few tricks and tips to our viewers who are thinking of transition or who are on the journey of transition in their careers.
Well, first of all, know yourself, know your powers, know what you want to do and why. Check your motivation. Speak to people around you to see if they can be a support for your transition. Have as many as possible supporting people around you. Financial savings, have minimum 6 months savings, ideally 1 year, 12 months of savings of your current revenues. Have a system in place of support and a system of reflection. How am I doing? Is it what I want? Am I near or am I far away? And follow that system. Do it gradually, if possible, not sudden. But even if it's sudden, have everything in place, financial, personal.
Thank you, Diana, for such a wonderful session with me. We had some wonderful conversation over many things. I hope the viewers get the right kind of details they need. If you are in need of further details or help, please reach out to us. Our addresses and where to contact us is given in the description below. Thank you, Diana, for joining me from Romania for this wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Geetha. It was a pleasure. Really wonderful experience. Thank you.